Biden's laying it on thick when it comes to getting a chip advantage on China. Coming up here in the job. Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It's 7:26 here in the middle part of the country on Monday. It is September 12th, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Let's start off with Joe Biden's new policy, and he's really putting the foot down on China, right? Of course, President Trump was extremely hawkish on China. Joe Biden's proven to be even more hawkish on China. It's proven to be a very successful political policy. It's seen in good light here in the U.S. From an economic point of view, it continues to reshore jobs here into the U.S. away from China. It's really very hawkish, like I said. On a go-forward basis, the Biden administration, it's going to really clamp down on some semiconductor technology that can be produced in China, really looking for Intel, Taiwan Semiconductor, etc., to continue to reshore here into the U.S. Of course, Taiwan Semi works in Taiwan, looking to continue to put the squeeze on China from a manufacturing standpoint. At this point, it's kind of like the U.S. is trying to cause a further recession in China. It's very isolationist. It's very antagonistic. It's probably going to work. Once again, you know what I've been saying here for months and months and months. Exencial, we have been de-internationalizing our portfolios. Traditionally preferred about a 2-to-1 ratio U.S. to international investments. On a go-forward basis, it really looks like the U.S. has clearer skies. That's leading us to get more like a 3-to-1 ratio here in our portfolios, really focusing on U.S.-centered investment on a go-forward basis. It looks like the Eastern Hemisphere could be in some trouble for quite some time. Make sure your portfolio is prepared accordingly. Here in the U.S., Goldman came out with a report over the weekend. Their charge-offs on their Apple credit cards pretty high. It's 2.93%. They're facing $1.2 billion in losses. Now, that's not huge for a bank like Goldman, but it is a problem to be addressed, right? You know, Goldman losing money on credit cards is like Trump losing money on casinos. It's just weird to see someone that big losing in a business that's that profitable. As long as employment stays pretty good, I'm not really worried. Their demographic does skew younger on the Apple credit, right? You're having younger borrowers, worse credit scores. Yeah, there's going to be more charge-offs. Let's see. Let's wait and see on the consumer side. If we do get a little bit of an economic recession here over the next 6 to 12 months, if those go higher, that could impact the bank's profitability long term. Last but not least, let's take an eye on Bitcoin, right? I was getting a lot more questions last year about Bitcoin at this time. Shocking what happens when the price goes in half. I get a lot less questions. Questions go down like 90%. But going back up now about $22,000. Looks like it's kind of starting to trade in a range along with other risk assets. If we continue to see a market recover, specifically here in the U.S., based on good domestic growth, sort of okay employment numbers, and CPI coming in as expected, you might see some of these gambling assets, let's call them for what they are, continue to appreciate. Again, speculative assets, we do not encourage investment there in Bitcoin. If you want some additional information throughout the week, feel free to find me on the internet. I'm out there. Until then, hope you and your family have a really good rest of your Monday. I am out.